Breast.
Are you?
Breast.
Excuse me.
Breast.
Excuse me.
Breast. Let's jump right into it. Breast. Breastises, breasticles, to keep you abreast of all the things that has been happening. If you don't follow me already, you should be following me on my Instagram, Tori_talks_a lot, because you have missed the video about breast. You just have to say it again. I'm done. So the reason why breast is on everyone's lips is because I did a video about cleavage confidence, and it wasn't even called cleavage confidence, but they've coined it that term, so we're gonna stick with that. Right now, as you can see, I keep doing this thing with my hand because I'm already feeling uncomfortable. Since I was 14 years old, my boobs just it blew up really, and it didn't go back down, and I went from D to double D's overnight because of adolescences. Or what's this thing called? Is it adolescence or premasculation, or what's this thing?
It's called puberty.
That's it. That's the word. Don't worry, I got C in science. Don't worry, we passed it by the grace of God.
Hallelujah.
But puberty took hold of me, and it said, look, you're gonna have big breasts. And I had big boobs, and I didn't know what to do. And obviously, my mom thought I was having sex like any typical Nigerian mother, because she was just like, I don't understand. It's just blowing and blowing and blowing, and it's not going back down. Every time I ate food, I just feel like it was going to my boobs, because it was just growing and growing and growing. Okay, so we've understood that it was growing. Anyways, during that time between the age of 14 till about 14 to 18, I was very uncomfortable with my boobs. I was very angry with God. I didn't understand why he would give me breasts to the extent that he gave it to me, because I was just like, you told me not to lead men to sin, but you put this on my chest. Are you serious right now?
No problem.
Anyways, my sister Mary J. Bake, she's here with me today to discuss the issue of breast and cleavage confidence, not even just in the church, but with Christian women, because I feel like as if we're told to cover up all the time, keep it closed and under wraps, but I'm just not comfortable with just doing that, and I don't feel like it should be a one-sided thing. So what's your point of view?
Now, when it comes to cleavage, I have to put this out there, because I grew up with my dad and my brothers, and my dad does not like cleavage. Like, he does not do cleavage. My dad will come home and be like, why do women just open their chest and you can just
like this?
Like
you can just see lines. It's just there.
And even the ones that don't even have breasts, all you can just see is they just have chest and it's just lines, and you just see it down there and it's just open. So personally for me, I grew up with loving my body but covering up at the same time. So not covering up per se, but dressing modestly.
Yeah.
What's modest to you may not necessarily be modest to anyone else.
Exactly.
So currently at the moment, the dress I'm wearing, I would deem as modest, because for someone who is quite heavy on top, right?
Yeah, it's quite modest.
I think this is modest.
I just feel like the long time argument has always been, if you wear a t-shirt, if you wear a turtleneck, just always cover up. There's other things that you girls can wear, and they're not talking to all women. That's what annoys me. You're talking to the woman who is curvaceous, the woman who's got the big boobs.
Yep.
Because you're not noticing
That's right.
the flat-chested,
right.
the small-chested, the average, the D cups and below. You're not noticing those girls.
That's all.
You're noticing double D and above.
Double D
is in your face. You're noticing them more, so you tell them to dress a bit more covered up. I got used to wearing t-shirts. Actually, what am I even saying? When I was growing up, clothes that would complement my size were quite expensive.
Very.
Like, this, I never used to wear anything that would really complement my size, because I couldn't afford it. Yeah, I had parents that didn't really give me money like that, and boy, even in doing 5 finger discount, we still couldn't really find the clothes that would compliment our figure. So I would literally just have to wear what my mates are wearing. All my mates are wearing vest tops. Why can't I wear a vest top? My mom will say, it's too much. It's out here. It's all over. Can't you throw a cardigan on it? I'll never forget our church party. We had a church party for all the youths. We always used to do this juvenile harvest.
Yeah.
If you're celestial, you know. Anyways, so we would have the disco, and I will never forget. My mom made me wear. I got to wear my white vest, which I wanted to wear, and then I had to
wear jump on top.
Jimmy, was I not wearing a thick cardigan on top? Zipped up! I'm done! They will never find any picture where I was in because I was too embarrassed to take a picture with anybody. I was just like, am I really having to wear this right now? All my mates are wearing crop tops and nice little t-shirts and, you know, skinny minis, and I'm here with my granny cardigan. My mom's just there, just cover. I don't care, just cover it.
But I guess, like, for me, growing up, because I also had a small waist. I also have a small waist, right? So my breasts are a lot more noticeable. So anyone who knows me will know I have a small waist and big hips.
Figure 8.
Right, so due to that reason, I didn't only have to cover up my breast, I also now had to hide my hips.
Wow.
And my bum. So it was a thing whereby growing up for me, until people looked into my eyes, they couldn't tell that I was young. So like my sister Tori said, for bigger girls, or for people who are well endowed, let's put it, with the choice area, right? We're just told to cover up. We're just told to hide it. Like,
put it away.
Like, I could wear. So let me just see if you guys can see a little bit. So I'm wearing this at the moment,
which is cool.
Which is absolutely cool, right? But the moment I get up and you can see my waistline,
hey,
yeah,
it's so tight.
Are you trying to kill somebody?
Who's are you feeling?
No. Do you know what? Now that you said that, the amount of times I have got that because of the way I have dressed, it's like I turn around and I'm like, hi, and it's like you just see everyone like holding on to their man, like I'm going to be there to shove my breasts in their face and be like, look,
as in,
take.
This is why I don't make eye contact with men. I don't greet uncles. I don't greet guys. I try to stay away from all of them because I'm just kind of like, I'm really not trying to steal your man, sis. Like, I'm really, God bless your union, I'm really not trying to steal your man. I don't have confidence speaking to guys, mainly because I always feel like as if when they're even talking to me, they're looking at my breast.
See, this is the thing, but this is what I have come to accept over the years, right? Whether or not it's for a lustful purpose, whether or not it's for a tasteful purpose, whether or not it's a guy just wants to look because it's just there, men are going to look. Now, for an outfit like this, personally for me,
they're going to look,
They got me to look, and for me, personally, this is a little bit too much.
There's a vest.
Where's the cardigan?
Oh, exactly.
The cardigan
You've got the cardigan.
Listen, it's so bad. It's so bad. I actually, even in the summer, in the boiling heat, I would not step out of my house without a cardigan.
That was me. That was literally me.
No. That was you, but that's still me.
No,
I still would not. Because this is what will happen. The moment you step out, it's just, it's an immediate, it's kind of like the whistling, the
smile, baby. Yeah.
And one thing I would say is that, especially, generally women, if they show cleavage, don't be upset if a man starts to stare at you. Like, I mean this in the nicest way possible. I'm not saying this because quite a lot of people who know me will turn around and be like,
it's just advice.
It doesn't justify the act, but men will look. It's in their nature to look. Yeah. Even I, as a woman, if when I see something, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm a bum girl. I stare at people's bums.
She's wearing that, yeah. Oh, is that you?
Oh, is that you, sis?
Is that you? Okay.
Boobs.
Okay, that's you. But that's just me generally as a person, and this is me as a woman. So now I can't imagine if a man was to see that with all the hormones and all the charges in their system. My guy's just like, ooh, I'm about to explode. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not saying all guys are like that, but yeah.
I need to change because I can't do this.
Can you spot the difference already? Can you spot it?
Does it really look like I'm comfortable?
Does it look like?
It's all covered up. Yay! We've packed it up,
right.
innit?
One thing I have to say, right? Girls with big breasts, the reason why we do tend to wear things a bit lower on our neckline is because this is what happens when you, and I remember when I met my sister Tori, I had to literally tell her, is she trying to choke herself?
Bruh, this is what I used. These are things that I was
This is what she used to wear.
Just cover everything.
But this right now,
oh my God.
what you then get people coming up to you saying,
you're wearing the wrong bra.
You're wearing the wrong bra. Oh, your breasts saggy. Oh my days, your breasts are so saggy.
In secondary school, they actually thought that my younger sister was my daughter, and the reason why my boobs were so low was because I used to breastfeed. I was just like, you what? I went to the library one time with my sister and they said, has your daughter got her library card with her? I was just like,
I'm done.
You who? Who? Your daughter? I was just like, who are you? Come here. That's my sister. That's not my daughter.
I'm still wearing the same outfit, but I have just slightly opened up. Now, currently, I don't feel as if I'm showing much of a cleavage.
No.
But this right now is something some people would call a cleavage, right?
They wouldn't just call it a cleavage. They'll call it a shower at the same time.
Right, and it would attract some form of attention.
Yeah.
So, however, if it was a girl with a more smaller chest wearing this, no one would even turn their head twice. But because it's someone that's got...
As in, let it be a size 8. Flat, maybe like a B cup.
Okay, let's allow it now. B cup is a little bit...
Well, C.
C. C, D.
They're not going to turn around.
They won't turn around.
They're not going to be like, what are you wearing? No. They're going to be like, oh no, she looks really classy.
No, so I wear something like this.
Let me be a voluptuous person now. Cover up.
Cover up.
Would that be a shower?
Yep. And the amount of times I've had people go, why are you doing a lot for?
Exactly.
But like you already have the big breast, like why are you trying to show it for?
You can't even dress up small before people start to say something. And this is why I want my Christian brothers especially to understand. I don't want you to think that the minute I open up my neckline, why do you want to show us your breast though? What's your motive here? But when a size 8 to 10 is doing it, no one's questioning them. No one's even really coming for them. But for someone who's a bit more voluptuous, they're likened to a slut. Why am I more sexualized than the other person?
Unfortunately, in the society that we live in, right, it's acceptable for a man to say whatever he wants.
Yeah.
They call it whistle sometimes. I can't even remember what
whistle
they call it. No whistle. It's not whistle blowing. No. That one is when you.
Yes.
Is it
okay.
catcall?
Catcalling. Yeah, it's catcalling.
When
they say,
woo!
Baby!
Okay! Spice! Right. With the media, right, you see women with big breasts, small waist, big bum. Someone like Kim Kardashian is idolized consistently because it's such a man's world. And things that are portrayed in social media, that is the reason why I personally feel at times men are just literally staring at women. However, we're not trying to say you ladies that are on a smaller side on top do not have...
Yeah, I'm sure you guys get it as well, but we get it worse. And I feel like even African society likens us too much to prostitutes because it's almost like there's nothing you can wear. Firstly, like even in me wearing this, there are some people that will still stare. There's still people that will still be like, all for you. Like even comedians do it where they're like, one girl, see how much God just loaded onto you. Like if they use Yoruba to describe your breast, then you say if you will go back to your maker that. Really? I just want to know. Really? I feel like if elbows was the next thing that was sexualized, we would cover that up as well and say, we don't want to lead our brothers to sin, cover your elbows, so don't be showing the elbow too much, it's a sexualized though. And I just feel like the onus should not just be on the women, it shouldn't just be on the voluptuous women, it shouldn't just be on the big-breasted women, it should also be on the men.
The women.
Everybody.
Not even that. Girls with smaller breasts show the most cleavage. I am talking about, I can practically almost see their
We want to be like you, bro.
We want to be like you, bro. Just like my sister Tori said, right? The onus should be on all women, and it should also be on men as well. But that's
we don't live in an ideal society.
We don't live in an ideal society. No. We don't.
I just feel like
we don't.
voluptuous women get it so much more. Men are not being told to be more disciplined as much as men are telling women to cover themselves up. Why do you need to show your breast? What's your motive?
Yep.
Why do you need to show your breast? Do you think it's comfortable wearing things like this? Really? Breast!
Are you...
Breast!
Excuse me.
Breast!
Excuse me.
Breast!
Oh, so now...
Breast!
Right. You can't go out dressing like that and do not... Ladies.
Breast!
Listen, do not kid yourself. The guy is going to be lost. Like, forget
They have wild imagination.
They have wild... Forget the fact that even if he's a breast guy or not a breast guy. I remember I had a friend of mine tell me the other day, he turned around and said, like, he saw a lady and her bottom was just unhooked. And he's not even a breast guy at all. Like, he's a bum guy.
But he was just like,
but
wow.
because the breast was just in his face, he was just there like...
Breast.
And she was talking and he was just there like...
Breast.
Yeah.
Boobs. Breast.
Yeah. Don't just be...
Yeah, on a real... No, because let's be honest with ourselves. If there was like a punishment that, oh, you got struck dead...
Or one of your eyes you just pluck out...
Oh! It used to say that it was a thing that if you stare at boobs too long, or one eye just goes down and it doesn't come back up. Let's be honest, guys wouldn't stare at boobs as much. If there was like a proper discipline for it, you wouldn't stare. If you were being paid not to stare at boobs, I guarantee you 99.9% of guys would look up more.
One of our brothers did ask and say, oh, as a Christian woman, what do you think about like showing cleavage or showing whatever? Personally, for me, when it comes to dressing modestly, it basically means trying not to reveal so much of my flesh. I even go as far as making sure like I'm wearing something that's quite long sleeve, because the thing is, you're walking next to somebody or you're at a party. We know Nigeria's party can get like really cramped. All of a sudden, just a tiny little bit of your skin just brushes past somebody. And the hairs on their body all of a sudden is just like,
oh, baby, I told you your skin is like sleek.
Can you
what kind of connection?
This is me. This is personally me. But some people think I do OTT and I go over the top. But like we said earlier on,
it's personal to you.
It's what's personal to you. So for me, dressing modestly is just try my best not to show as much.
Do you know what my argument against modesty is?
What's your argument against modesty?
I just feel like, okay,
I see the glory of God all over your face.
The bottom line is, there are some guys that will not, they can't help but sexualize you.
It's so true. In whatever you're wearing.
He doesn't, only one being back.
You could be wearing a onesie. Like,
it don't matter.
It don't matter.
You don't look anything. And that's why I just, for me, like, I'm not saying don't dress modestly, but I'm just kind of like, always have it in the back of your mind that no matter what you wear, there are some guys that just can't help it. Because obviously, I've started to learn to kind of get over it and become a bit more, tell a lie. I'm only growing into my body like nowish.
We all are.
Yeah.
Even I'm
still young. Do you know what?
I'm not trying to let anyone like know my exact age, but I'm in my 30s. I'm just gonna, some people know my age, but I'm in my 30s and I'm still
young.
I'm still growing into my body. So for those especially, and I know quite a lot of younger girls who are struggling with body consciousness because they are well endowed on top, and even those who are on the smaller side. It's one of those things that it's not a win-win situation, and I've had several girls come up to me and be like, I wish I had your breast. It's like the amount of hassle that comes with having big breasts as it is.
You don't
not only the constant conscious, like you're consistently self-conscious. I actually have to plan my outfits at times 2 days in advance. At times the day before. I can't wake up in the morning and say, I'm just gonna grab this top and wear it. Like it does not work like that. If you do tend to wear something on the lower side and you want to go for a lower cleavage, you want to show a little bit, not gonna lie to you, just do not get angry when uncle decides to lick his lips and stare down there and even go, hello baby, how are you doing?
You know, that's why I have the resting face that I have, where people will be like, oh, fix your face, man.
I beg you think uncle is not gonna come and be like,
no, but
no, some uncles try, they go, my God.
Do you know how many times I used to have to avoid hugs and give the Holy Spirit hugs?
No, they just, listen, you're not gonna expect it, especially the
hug, uncle,
taller ones, the taller guys, you guys that are tall, you guys know what you're doing, They just come in, sis! And you see them go, sis!
Whatever you can control, you can control. So let's all just try and control ourselves. I will control my temper and the way I react to men staring at my
I've actually
boobs.
had to tell her that several times. There's nothing you can do about it.
She's usually on the phone when they're doing it, and I'll even be like, kilo, whoa, what are you looking?
But I will literally be like, just chill, it's not a big deal. If they look at it, as long as they're not coming to like grab your breast.
I do believe though that there are clothing that can really complement a voluptuous woman.
Yep.
And it doesn't necessarily need to be all flesh showing. But it can also kind of small show your flesh. Like this video if you want me and my sister to do like a clothing haul. We'll go shopping.
We'll go shopping, yes. We will go. That will be so much fun.
She will film
I
me.
always wanted to do it.
Because we're not spending money like that. She will film me inside the changing room wearing whatever it is.
We'll film each other though.
Okay, yeah, that's
You
fine.
can't be the only one having all the fun. I like to play dress up.
It's not.
Here's the game. I like to play dress up.
Playing with people's
Well, you
lives.
know, I like to play. Okay, guys, if you like this video, we're gonna play dress up.
For
It
free.
can literally be like having.
Yes, please comment below even. Forget like, comment below, say yes, do the clothing haul.
And that's the thing.
It's not going to be a Christian because
Especially
this is
if you are
voluptuous modesty.
voluptuous modesty.
Ooh, voluptuous